Hello everybody, it's time for another Theme Fortress, and I do know I should probably have uploaded this like 2 weeks ago, but sorry for that. We have the rules on screen as usual. Remember, if you want to do a submission, there's a link to my Discord in the description below. You just join there, and then you go to the channel called Themed Fortress, and then you make your submissions there. So for our first submission, I mean obviously a personal loadout, but let's look aside for that for now. The hood is called Cryomancer's Cool Touch, so you know, that's one of those loopholes that kind of helps me in the direction. So this is clearly supposed to be a Cryomancer. You have his Ice Ray, or whatever you'd call it, which is the Medigun, just ready to freeze some people. You can see like how cold is dripping off of it. And then you have the frostbite going on around his, you know, head. You also have the beard painted white to like look more older, like more generic of what a Cryomancer would probably look like, where, you know, either the like power of the cool just have taken all the color out of his, you know, beard. Know that there's some iterations where that happens, or you know, it's just like very typical thing that Cryomancers for some reason have that. It may be that they are old, they're professors, they're intelligent, they have developed their, you know, tech, and it's taking a while, but very nice touch of detail there. The cowlet is basically painted black because it's the inside, which, you know, you probably don't really notice that much, but it goes well with the boots as well. And for the chest, or, you know, coat, it have been painted to match the brim on the non-hood, which, you know, that is actually a pretty nice color match, to be honest. So all in all, I think this definitely deserves 10 points, even though it is a personal loadout. I think the theme is supposed to be either like a hobo with a shotgun, but more likely he used to be in the military, but either got kicked out for unconventional means, or he just, you know, no longer is in the military and he's just living on the streets. The flies implies that he definitely haven't taken a bath for long, but other than that, like, you have the like military-like hat, which have the same color as the gloves, which fits kind of with the green on the shotgun, and then you have the boots, which is, you know, you equip the boots, gloves, it's like one item because you also have the beard on, and the like just the you know, the cosmetic that is the gloves and the boots symbolizes very well with the skin used to the shotgun. So all in all, I think this definitely deserves 10 points, even though it does not have a body cosmetic on. It still gets that bonus for being, you know, pretty nice looking loadout. My guess for the theme on this one is that it's supposed to be some sort of secret agent. He have a tuxedo under his, you know, coat. He's just keeping low profile, waiting to do some stuff. Maybe, you know, use some of his secret gadget, you know. Could also be Go-Go Gadget, couldn't it? Now that I'm thinking about it, that coat does seem like that could... Nah, I'm thinking too much here. Either or, who knows? What I know is either unusual effect, or if we had some kind of coloring that would fit very well. That would really... Just any paint used or unusual effect, and this would get 10 points. Since that's not the case, I'll give it 8 points. My guess for this one is that it's supposed to be a fisherman, probably fly fishing, as the mass flies effect would, you know, introduce into the mix there. Now, when I looked at this, I was like, oh my god, how did somebody do a fishing rod inside TF2? And then I looked closer, then I realized, oh wait, it's a skin sniper rifle. And, you know, like, tell me, doesn't this look like a fishing rod to you? Like, at the end of it, like, near the top, that could easily be some string that you can't see that is connected to the end of the hook where the fish is attached to. Where, you know, like, I know that it's attached to the bag on his hip, but when you look at it, like, first time look, I'm just like, yep, that's a fishing pole with a fish at the end, like, definitely. So, definitely giving this one 10 points, it definitely deserves it. It's very, you know, out there, very creative, really like it. My guess for the theme on this one is that it's supposed to be a free-to-play god. He's been playing so well and so much that he's earned himself an unusual effect on its gibbers. Anyways, themes aside, the Master's yellow belt have been painted black, and I believe if it's not painted, you can kind of see it on, like, from where we are looking at it now, left side, where there's like a bit deep black, you would be able to see that it's yellow there if it is not painted. So I mean, it's a pretty good color match, all things considered, and I mean, we gotta count that, but sadly there's no body cosmetic, and like, it just lacks something for me to give this 10 points. So I'm giving it 9, but it's still a very nice loadout, and, you know, I think I pretty much nailed the theme as well. My guess on the theme for this one is that it's either what's it called? Like, is it Gentleman Ghost from Batman? I'm not really sure. It's like that's a long while ago. Or it's the Invisible Man. The thing that points me in the direction of the ghost thing is the things behind him, and of course, if he is the Invisible Man or a ghost or something, his weapon is clearly invisible. Maybe he's not holding a weapon. Maybe he don't need one because he's the Invisible Man or a ghost. I don't know. Any case, I think it's pretty creative, it's pretty out there, we haven't had anything like it, and I'm definitely giving it 10 points. So this is one of those personal loadouts where I can't see a theme. I may just be stupid, but I can't see a theme. Definitely think it's a personal loadout. A theme could be that it's an annoying green scout, but then he's wearing an all-class hat, and his Dead of Night isn't painted green. So it's like, I don't really see where this is going, but I mean, it definitely fills in a lot of the things that would be able to give it 10 points. So if I'm just stupid and this clearly have a theme, then it gets 10 points. If it's a personal loadout, I'm not gonna give it one because I don't see a theme that would be applicable here. So I'll have to do with that. Okay, so I know I'm completely crazy here, but you know how the Queen in some countries have those guards that I think I talked about last episode? Yes. This is the person, or the people, you know, you have an entire army of these that guards the king or queen of trading or whatever gender they want to be, you know. Not gonna say anything there, but that's like, I don't know, maybe 100, maybe 1,000 of these just guarding that one person clearly. And I know this is a crazy theory, it's not real, but that's the kind of scenario I could see this work in if, you know, TF2 were real in that sense with the loadouts. I don't know. In any case, there isn't really any color matching. Like, they haven't been used paint. The skin doesn't fit in with the color. If it had been maybe a brighter red, it would fit in a bit better. So I'm giving it 9 points. Still like the kind of crazy, I don't know, concept that I came up with for the theme though. So I'll give it that. And here we have the undead version of the loadout we just had, basically, and this one does it way better. I think I've held on to this for longer than the other one for sure, and I don't even think it's the same person making him. It's just a very coincidental thing that have happened, and I'm definitely not making up that whole guarding the king of free-to-play kind of theme thing just as a conspiracy theory that you know, everybody knows that that's not real anyway. So this one does it way better, getting 10 points. It have the red glowing eyes would have been done with a kill streaker, which, you know, I think is just overall a nice touch, which adds a lot of detail. And then you have the mass flies to symbolize that it's a corpse. This one is just perfect. It's getting 10 points. My guess for this one is that this is either some sort of horror movie or a person which, you know, he got killed and then they made his face like a scarecrow and hid him away, like to get rid of the body, right? And then now the horror movie begins. And like, normally this one wouldn't get 10 points because, you know, it doesn't have a unusual effect. And you may have a keen eye and be like, wait, there's no paint, but then, you know, there's the kill covered revolver, which count as, like, it have to be either paint to match or a skin to match, and the skin definitely matches the whole thing. And this is just straight out of a horror movie. Definitely giving it 10 points. It definitely deserves that bonus, and it's, you know, a pretty nice loadout for sure. My guess for this one is that it's probably your typical high school bully or something. You have the front runner because he does sport. You have the guitar because he's part of a band. And then you have the nightmare maker. I mean, sure, your bully doesn't run around with a scattergun at school, but after he bullied you, you have a nightmare. And that nightmare, you have the nightmare maker, which is the scattergun. So, I mean, I'm not sure if the text on the sign is part of the whole loadout, but that would also be pretty fitting with the whole thing of, like, oh, he has his personal space. If you're a little creep that comes close to him, he's just gonna bully you or something. I don't know. Giving it 8 points. I don't really like. Could use some color matching. That's the thing that's off, and maybe an unusual effect. Either or, and I could probably even give it a bonus. So that's the issue there. Still a nice loadout though. My guess on this one is that it's either a sergeant or a park ranger, and it's just a very nice simple loadout. Even like the weapon chosen is the mark by using the taunt, which, you know, it would fit both of them actually. If he's like watching the drills going on and he's just sitting there enjoying his cup of coffee, and could also be a park ranger just, you know, looking out at the forest, having a sip of his coffee. So It's just a very nice, simple loadout. The only thing it doesn't have is like an unusual effect, but I'm definitely giving it the bonus so it gets 10 points. Just a very nice loadout, and definitely will give it that. I guess for the theme on this one is that this is another secret agent. To be honest, it could look a bit more James Bond-like, especially with how the hair is. And I was gonna give it 8 points, but then I looked at it and then I was like, wait, it is technically painted black, and I guess the hair is painted black as well, at least so it looks. And that's the color match. And then I looked more and then I was like, there isn't actually any way to improve this, so it gets 10 points. Pretty nice loadout. It's pretty okay made and definitely deserves 10 points, so I'm giving it. This is a very straightforward military, very simple, a bit like the Sergeant or Park Ranger before, where definitely see the loadout. You can see he have the camoed weapons and he's probably one of the elites. Don't see any way this could be improved, so I'm giving it 10 points. So this is another one of those straight out of a horror movie. Not sure exactly who it is that have a iron mask, but I think the comment section is gonna like talk up about it for sure. Any case, giving it 8 points. The only way I really see this improved is either with one of the Halloween unusual effects or if the stuff had been painted. But no, still giving it 8 points. Would probably have given it 10 if, you know, either a nice unusual effect or could be the knife effect, I don't know. Maybe just paint, I guess. Just paint would have given the 10 points, but still a nice loadout. So for the final loadout, we have what I'd like to call the Ghastly General. Not sure if that qualifies as a theme, but it seems like he's like general of all the ghastly ghosts. The head symbolizing that. Without that, I'm not so sure. It does look like he's a ghost himself, though, with the glowing eyes. Another one of those where killstreak have been used for it. Pretty nice overall. Definitely deserves 10 points, and it's a very nice loadout to end off on. So I hope everybody enjoyed this episode of Theme Fortress, and I'll see you again next time.